Alright, it's time for another episode of the MKS server, which is of course Feed the Beast. I don't know how I'm going to do the intro now that it's Feed the Beast as well as MKS server. But let's have a look. I don't want to reveal anything just yet. Let's not want to tab. What's the X? There we go. So here we are. I turned off the waypoints, but we're at the cove place that I discovered last time. And if I look up, bam, 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 this is obviously my base. What is all this stuff? Holy crap! So, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it last episode, but I didn't really go into detail. The first thing that I want to do, by the way, as you can see, Coolio is on. Visit his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Coolio'sCoolio. Anyway, the first thing I actually want to achieve in Feed the Beast is making a quarry. And a quarry is like ideally used in the sea. Oh, I need to eat. I need to go get some more food actually from my old base. Oh, and it's lagging since I just connected. So, okay, the lag should have stopped just about now. There you go. A quarry is best used out on the water because it skips all the stupid dirt and sand and what have you that you have on land. And, I'll explain the other use for this water in a second. Basically, you put a quarry block down. The quarry itself is a single block. So you might have it like right here. And then you connect some engines to it. And then it sets up, or you can set up its own big area. And it'll mine within that area. And it'll drop its like drill thing down. And it'll go blank, 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 blank. And take all those blocks. And then it pops them out. And you can lead the blocks away through pipes and stuff like that. It's basically my dream come true in this game. Because obviously you would know that if you'd seen my earlier, I've only done this is only like the 5th episode or something, MKS server. There's a lot of content in each episode, I suppose, or a lot of, I do most of the stuff between episodes and anyway, yeah, my big hole would be a testament to me wanting, oh, I need to fill this in, me wanting quarries. That was just a little, minor mining mishap earlier. I was underground and found my way underneath the beach and the sand all fell down and it was like probably just a class 7 disaster. So it wasn't much of a disaster at all. Is it? There you go. The cobblestone took a while to get into my inventory. Let's just go to sleep. I'll show you guys the routine here. Sleep, please. So whenever it's nighttime, if anybody who's on the server wants it to go to the day, there you go. They say sleep, please. And if there's only one other person on, the person will just normally log out, log back in. There you go. Because if you're the only person on the server and you're in bed, then it goes to daytime again. Otherwise, if there's multiple people on, which doesn't happen often when I'm on, because I play like New Zealand times, and everybody else is in America or whatever. So the times don't match up. I don't often play with all the other guys, just me and Cole all the time. And sometimes Gillian and somebody else. I don't know. Anyway, there was something else I was going to explain. Oh yes, with the quarries will dig through anything except for obviously bedrock and lava. They stop if they encounter lava. So if you make it out on the sea, that means that whenever it digs down, the water is going to go down with it and turn any lava it finds into obsidian. It'll mine away the obsidian and then it can keep going. So without fail, it will make it to the bottom of the world if you do it out on the water, which is awesome. Anyway, let's start showing you what I've been doing, because I want to make a quarry. Okay, let's go into the inventory here. So this is what you do. Obviously, I'm doing this via the wiki most of the time because it's got more information. But here we go. That's what we want, the quarry. So we press U on that because we've got some kind of what? Oh, whoops. Click off that so I'm not typing. Press U on that, and that'll. Or no, maybe we click on that. It shows us how to craft it. Okay. So we need some kind of. I think that's just classed as a chip. But specifically, I decided to go with the. It'll come through here in a second. It'll be here at some point. With the there we go, advanced circuit, because the advanced circuit is easy. And these gears and this diamond drill. Now the gears, they're easy to make. I'll show you. Click on this. My chair's making noises in the background. And you need 4 iron and a stone gear to make the iron gear. So to make a stone gear, it's 4 stone and a wood gear. To make a wood gear, it's just those. Okay, so that is super, super easy, and it's the same thing. Whoops, I press U. It's the same thing for these. So you take, for a gold gear, you take an iron gear and 4 gold around it. For a diamond gear, a gold gear and 4 diamond around it. So I'll show you, I've got like a work in progress thing over here. Those are all the gears there. I did them straight away as soon as I got into the game, like didn't even care about the mod, even though these are part of the mod. It didn't really, I had all the resources in my chests and it was no problem. The next thing was this advanced circuit. So if I press U on that and then I click on that, we'll see how to make it. So you need 2 redstone, 2 glowstone, 4 redstone, 2 glowstone, and either 2 lapis lazuli or 2 lazurite dust. I don't know what that is. But I chose to use lapis lazuli. So obviously already had all this stuff. This is what I didn't have. So the electronic circuit, we click on that. Needed copper cables and some redstone, some refined iron. So now we're getting into some of the modded stuff. Redstone is easy. So now you can see where I'm going with this though. To make a quarry, we have to click and find out all the stuff we need. But this is still the easy part. The copper cable is simply 6 rubber and 3 copper. Copper is just a standard ore that you can go mine and smelt, and then, it becomes a copper ore. Rubber, slightly more difficult. I'll show you here, because I need some more rubber anyway. You take a tree tap. What the heck happened to my inventory? This was all... Everything's been rearranged. Partially. And I don't know what happened. I actually need to deposit that mercury cell anyway. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, to make a tree tap, it is just... I can even press U, and then click on it. There's probably a more efficient way to do that. But anyway, 5 planks like that, and you get a tree tap. Take the tree tap. This is the remnants of a maple tree. It would have leaves around it like that tree over there. That's a new maple tree, behind those silver things that I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, that's a maple tree. This is one without the leaves because it has maple bits on it like that. So you tap the maple and it falls somewhere and it lags and glitches. And we got it anyway, the sticky resin. So I need a little bit more than that. But the reason I keep them like this is because the sticky resin bits come back. Now we've got 5 sticky resin. The main thing you want to do, actually only needed 2 now that I think of it. Main thing you want to do with sticky resin is this machine. Yes, chuck it in the extractor, and I'll explain how this works in a minute, but that gets boobly doobalied. I'm going to go grab, I actually have a bit of rubber over here. Ugh. Only need 1 of those bits. 1 bit of rubber. So if you extractimify the sticky resin, it turns into 3 rubber. There you go. And obviously it was those 6 rubbers and 3 copper to make the copper wires. And then there was still even more to go to make the advanced circuit. Okay, so that was for the electronic circuit, and then down, I'm going to click on this. And then to make the advanced circuit, whoops, I'm doing things in a strange way. Anyway, so you can see how I got the advanced circuit anyway, which is this part. This part's the part I'm still working on, and I should say, I've been playing on this server for 52 years. Yeah! No. If you know what that reference is, you're a genius. No, the last component I need for the quarry is the diamond drill. The diamond drill is made with a mining drill, 3 diamonds, or whatever, industrial diamonds and whatever that stuff is, diamond dust and what have you. I don't care about that. So the diamonds are easy. The advanced circuit, we've already got one of those, so making another one is no problem. Titanium. Oh, there's only 2 titanium ingots. How hard could it be to get those? You ask innocently. Why didn't you manage to make a quarry within the first 20 minutes? If it's so, surely you just need to go mine some titanium ore, or at the very least do some kind of combination to make titanium ore from iron or something like. Surely it can't be too difficult. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But there's a great little mod in this pack, the Mindcrack pack, called GregTech, and basically it makes every single thing in the game extremely difficult. So let's click on titanium ingots to see how you get those. The only way to get them is to either, you can't really get the nuggets and stuff. The only realistic way to get them is to have have the titanium dust in an industrial blast furnace. So let's go to titanium dust. I won't even go into the industrial blast furnace yet. Let's go into titanium dust. So to get titanium dust, it's obviously neither of those. We need this one. You need 4 tiny piles of titanium dust. To get a tiny pile of titanium dust, you need to do this. You need to put bauxite dust in an industrial electrolyzer. And this operation costs 256,000 energy units. Which is a lot, just so you know. So basically for the energy, I have been making, I've got 2 solar panels there, and it's collecting energy into here. That's lagging, there you go. So we have 41,000, and you can see just how quickly we're getting them. And we need, I don't know. So basically, I'm not going to continue going into that, because it's so outrageous how much effort it takes to make a quarry. But that's just to show you guys what I've been doing. Okay, now let's go through what I've actually done here. So first of all, this big ugly thing. It's the blast furnace. It's just like, you put iron in there and it gets out steel. You have to use charcoal or coal, something. This has nothing to do with that, by the way. This is just, okay. Then there's this thing. This is the industrial blast furnace, that thing I was just looking at before. This is what you put the titanium dust in to get the titanium ingots. We don't have titanium yet, so that's what I'm working on. And this needs to be powered. That's what I won't go into this just yet. Then over here, I'll go through my stuff. This is a geothermal generator. So I'll go geothermal generator, and this was made from a generator and then some basic stuff. I won't go into empty cells and blah blah blah. The main thing here is the generator, which is something you put coal into a generator and makes electricity. Pretty simple. I think it can take some other, it might be able to take some other fuel sources as well, but coal was what I was using because I had a shitload of it. And then it's just a furnace, a machine block, and a battery, a rechargeable battery, or an iron furnace, 3 refined iron, because that's equivalent basically. So you know how to make a furnace. A machine block is 8 refined iron, so not too hard. Let's go back through this, and then the rechargeable battery. It's pretty simple stuff. If it would let me click on it, which it won't. Whatever. That's pretty simple to make, and I've put lava in here, so that's all the lava that it's got in it, and then it generates heat. And I'll show you under here. I've got my wires coming out of it, transporting. So basically, I just have copper wires going underneath all these machines here, and then so the geothermal generator powers all these machines when they need them. Now let me go put this tree tap away. Next machine we have here. If you guys are, by the way, playing Feed the Beast, go on the wiki. In fact, I've got the wiki up here. Yep, there you go. feed-the-beast.wikia.com is the Feed the Beast wiki. I realized the information you would have just seen on the screen wasn't very useful because it was like part of a window, but whatever. I'm gonna go to sleep real quick. Okay, next machine. And Cole just died and then left the game so I could sleep. It's the electric furnace. Oh, you just died to the same angry zombie, I imagine. It's the electric furnace. Basically, this electric furnace is the same as... it's like an upgraded iron furnace, and an iron furnace is like an upgraded furnace. All this does is it works faster than a regular furnace, and it runs off electricity, which means that this thing has the copper wires. I'll even open this up a bit. There you go. So it's got the copper wire there. You can ignore this wire for now. Copper wire there going from the geothermal generator to this, and then it goes down the line to all those different things, just so I don't have to keep showing you guys that stuff. So the electric furnace runs off the electricity. Pretty simple. I'll explain these pipes in a second. This thing is the macerator, and this is the best thing to get at an early stage. So let's take some silver ore. We'll take 1 silver ore, chuck it in the macerator. And I remember having played Industrial Craft and Buildcraft before. I think this is part of Industrial Craft. This used to make a hell of a noise. It was like, I don't know if that was just the specific installation I had or whatever, but it doesn't make that noise for me anymore, so yay. Anyway, it's macerating, and bada bing, 2 silver dust. And then I've got this pipe system that I'll explain soon. But the silver dust goes through the pipes. Dum dum da dum dum dum. Goes into the electric furnace. We'll see it up here. Bloop. Bloop. And when you smelt silver dust, it goes into a silver ingot. So, in that way, you take 1 silver ore, turn it into 2 silver dust, into 2 silver ingots. Instead of just 1, you can see them going into the chest there. Okay, I'll explain these pipes and stuff in a second, but let's go through the machine still. Compressor, pretty obvious, it compresses stuff. And by the way, these are all, I just made them because they were necessary to get the quarry. They're all part of getting the quarry. The extractor, which you already saw, it extracted rubber from that sticky resin, so that's what that does. It probably extracts other things as well. And then this son of a bitch, industrial centrifuge. It's spinning, by the way. That means that it got partway through an operation, and then I stopped giving it power because I realized it would be more efficient to go do the operation a different way. Or at least easier, simpler. Now that it's spinning, I cannot remove this block because it will explode. So this is going to stay here for a very long time. And at some point, I'm going to have all this stuff moved away, and then I'll just take it and run for my life and probably explode and die. But as long as that way it won't destroy anything. Anyway, let's have a look at these pipes now. We've got the wooden pipe here. And the wooden pipe is like an extractor pipe. So I put it on this macerator, and it extracts all the stuff that the macerator produces. This is a redstone engine. So we power the redstone engine, and it pumps. You guys can learn about the colors at some other point. It pumps, so it like activates this wooden pipe, so it pulls them out. These are just stone transport pipes. They just, things will just continue on through them. Goes into the top of the furnace, and then when it comes out the front, goes through the wooden pipe into the chest, and then our silver ingots were wherever they went, right there. Our silver ingots went. So that's the little system I have. It's pretty cramped the way I have it, but whatever. Now, I'll show you guys. Don't worry, we are going to get to something awesome soon. We've already been 18 minutes looking at this rubbish that is probably kind of boring. Don't worry, we're going to do something amazing soon in the episode. These 2 things, which I might as well jump up and have a look at. These are solar panels. So if we click on them, you can see you could put like a battery in there and it would charge. But this thing just indicates that it does have sunlight. They've got to be unobstructed from the sun, and I believe they reduce. Lag pushed me off. The efficiency reduces when it's like a rainstorm and stuff like that. But anyway, those are producing power to this dude, the MFE, which is basically just a power storage unit through these tin wires, I think they are. Yeah, tin wires going down to that. And that's the system I have. These glass wires here aren't connected to anything just yet because the power just drains. Whenever it's connected to anything, it just drains away. Weirdly. So I leave them unconnected, and then I'll just connect them when I use them. Because it takes a long damn time to save up power. We don't need to explain this thing. This thing is just a rolling machine, so you put different metals in here, and it rolls them into one. Stuff like that. Anyway, we've covered pretty much everything that I've done. We've got these rubber trees here and all that. This is my little base I have. It's a pretty basic base. This is like a standard Minecraft base. There's a mine, sort of mine down there. Pretty bad mine because I've been looking for specific materials or weird layers. Anyway, now let's get to doing something actually interesting this episode. This is something I've been wanting to build for a long time, but I haven't. Okay, first we're gonna build. So wait, how do you build rubber boots? I remember. We need we need 6 rubber, and we need a piece of wool. I believe I should have one around here somewhere. Well, we don't have any wool, so this sheep must die for our sins. Thank you, Mr. Sheep. Your sacrifice will be remembered throughout the ages. I could have, of course, shared them, but I'm too lazy. And I've already got a couple of sheep back at the old base, so... Meh. Okay, now let's craft something. Oh my god, the lag. Okay, I believe it goes like this. Bloop! Rubber boots. Hello. And you'll know the reason for having these in just a moment. So this is like the setup chest I have right here. These things like 3x3 grid of what I need, you know, of what I'm building next. Obviously this thing's only 2 away. This is just 1 away from being a quarry, and this thing is what I've been waiting anxiously to build. So the glowstone dust, you guys already know. Refined iron is just put iron in a furnace, it comes out as refined iron. It's very simple. But the things we have left to build... Oh, I don't want to reveal what it is. Okay, I'm revealing what it is. Electric jetpack. So we need a bat box and an advanced circuit. Alright, let's make the advanced circuit first. We've got the copper wires, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got the redstone, and we need 1 refined iron. Okay, let's make the chip. Boop, 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 boop. Do, and bam, electric circuit, and then we need 4 redstone, and we're gonna need... Where do I keep my lapis? Is it over here? There's lapis. Aha! There we go. 2 lapis. I have more glowstone than this, surely. I remember I got like a whole stack of glowstone. There it is. Okay. Now we've got that stuff. Let's take the electronic circuit. Blump, blump, blump. Whoops, there goes the... Ugh! Can't even click. Okay, so we've got our advanced circuit. Does that go there? Now how do we make this thing? Electric jetpack. 1 bat box. How do we make this? 1 copper cable, 5 planks, and 3 RE batteries. So we might as well... Okay, we got the copper cable, 5 planks, there's 4. Let's just... Blump, blump. Get away, you glitch. Okay. We got the 5 planks, we got the copper cable. Now we need the RE batteries, so I'm just gonna cheat my way into... RE battery. How do we... Wait, I can't click on that for some reason. Why? Alright, I'm gonna... RE... What? What? Oh. Like that, okay. Rechargeable battery. 1 copper, 4 tin, and 2 redstone. Well, that's easy. And we need... So... We need... 1 copper per battery. 4 tin per battery. 10, 10, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 3 of these, so we need 12 tin. And 2 redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now we've got all the materials for this. And it was... Oh, click on the right one. Blonk. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Dun, dun, dun. And blimba blue. The 3 RE batteries. This was for the bat box. Right, okay. Bat box goes like this. Bat box! Now we just assemble this flammery. Oh, okay. Let's put the electric. It takes 30,000 energy units. Put that in here to charge. So if you put something down here, it removes the charge from whatever you put in there and charges up the generator. If you put something up the top, it takes from the generator and puts it into whatever you're charging. So I'm going to cut until this is fully charged. And it's fully charged. Now let's take that. It's night time, so I should probably go to sleep for a moment. Sleep-oo, please. Okay, I want to sleep-oo. Sripuprizu. And no, that is not correct Japanese for sleep, please. I can't remember the word for sleep, but it'd be something de kudasai. TY. Okay, let's take the electric jetpack that goes on the torso. And now, hey oh, we're on top of a tree, and that little trip only used up 500 out of 30,000. So it's 5 out of 300. So to be 60. 1/60th of the jetpack was used in that. So it's got a lot of battery life. And now we can easily... I've been waiting to build these. By the way, the rubber boots reduce fall damage, so I can fall... They go well with the jetpack. I can fall a long distance. Ugh! Yeah. Look at that. I can fall that far and I don't take any damage. By the way, so the jetpack activates whenever I press space, so I'll just try to jump. It's 29-216. Just regular jump. 29 to... So it's already used 5 electricity there, just by doing a single little jump. So I think it's impossible to jump without using the jetpack, because it's just space, go up. Very simple jetpack. But it's wonderful. Let's go okay. This is what we're doing here. This is what we're going to do. I haven't even been over here yet. I just went down that rabbit hole. And then, that was it. Oh my god, they're so tall. We're at 150. Oh, there's the tallest one. Land on that one. Oh my god. Whew. Look at that. Even zoomed in, it's minute. All the chunks are deloading. Can you imagine standing up here and you could just see somebody running around there doing their work? This is so... I love the jetpack. And you can see we've only used 3,000. We've only used 1/10 of it playing around and getting on top of this tree. You just use it to slow your descent a bit. There's modes, by the way. I wonder if it's just... how do we... I have no idea how to change the mode of the jetpack, but you can change it to a hover mode, and then obviously that just... It stops you from falling, I guess, or it makes you fall slowly, I think, and then you rise slowly as well. Whoops! So, that's hover mode, but I don't know how to use that yet, because I've never even had an electric jetpack. Oh man, if you press F7 then it shows you where mobs go. Really? F7. Are you sure? Maybe he's underground and it does something. Really? Okay, let's just... and then jump back! Oh, man. This is the F7 thing. It's all red, because it's obviously too bright for mobs to spawn. What? Oh. What the heck? Oh, okay. So it ignores sunlight. Ah, this is amazing. So I can just walk through my base with F7 on looking for red grids. They can spawn here, but now they can't. They can spawn down here, no they cannot. Whoa, jumping a bit high. This is the greatest mod ever made. Oh my god, I'm going to use this. Oh my god, this is amazing. The F7 grid is the most powerful. This is not the greatest mod in the world, no. But it is extremely good. Yeah, okay, let's turn off F7 now. Next, this thormium sword, I've just been wielding this, not even telling you about it. Let's see, I pressed U, didn't I? No, I didn't. No, what? Okay, I found this somewhere. I can't remember how I got it. Where did I find it? Oh, I remember. I found this, this was last episode how I said I recorded some without commentary. I found this, like, it was just a little hill in the middle of snow. I found it because it was on the mini-map. It was all white around me, and then there was a green circle. I went over to the green circle. It was a little hill, and then there was like a dungeon inside with some mob spawners, and then 4 treasure chests at the bottom. One of them had the Stormium sword. And I've been using it ever since, and it's hardly taken any damage, so it's a good sword. And the next thing I've been using is this mining drill, which is the equivalent of a steel pickaxe and steel shovel in one. But it doesn't have durability, instead it has energy, and then you just charge it up, and if it gets down to 0 energy you can keep using it, but it sucks, and it will never break. And this electric wrench is just for picking up machine blocks like this. So if you try to pick this up with a pickaxe, you'll just get a machine block back. If you pick it up with the electric wrench, you've got like an 80% chance of successfully picking it up. Or if you turn on lossless mode, it uses up a lot more energy on the electric wrench, but you've got a 100% chance of getting it. So you basically just use the electric wrench on all your machine bits, and you turn on lossless mode for the important bits. Anyway, I am going to continue on for 1 billion years. Right now I'm making more solar panels so that I can make enough energy so that when I do finish my quarry, I'll be able to power it somehow. So I'm going to continue on making solar panels. Eventually I'll be able to make advanced solar panels and these will all become redundant, but until then these will be good. I'm going to keep on making solar panels, keep on powering up things, and taking years to do anything because of Greg Tech. I hated it, by the way. First, as soon as I got into the server, I was like, oh boy, I'm going to make a quarry. And then I discovered Greg Tech and I despised it instantly. No, I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, next time you guys see me, we'll probably go on have a visit to somebody else's base and stuff like that, because by the time you see me next, I probably still won't have finished this damn quarry. Anyway, with that, we shall be rounding it off for this episode. So, till next time.